Hello and welcome to Wonder Junction, Day 4 craft. Today we're making a spike cross necklace. The tie-in for this is just about how astonishing Jesus is and his death and resurrection. So the supplies you're going to need is a 2.5 inch cut masonry nail, and then also a 1.5 inch cut masonry nail. We're also going to need 40 inches of twine to make your necklace. We also have a version 2 of the cross as a magnet. You can use cardboard to cut down into the cross size, and then you will have a 1-inch disc magnet, so you can hold it up on your fridge or everywhere you like. You'll need a 3-inch cut masonry nail, and then the 2.5 inch cut masonry nail. To make this craft is very simple. You would just use a brown color marker to color the cardstock of your cross, and then use black Sharpie to make all the wood grains into the cardboard. And then from there you simply would use a glue dot to the nails to place them onto the cross as shown there. So very simple, easy project that you can use. They would glue dot the magnet to the back, and you have your simpler version of the spike cross. We're going to shift gears now back to the first one. This one's a little more detailed, so we're going to kind of get in close to show you exactly how to assemble it. So the first thing is you want to line up your 2 nails as shown on here. We actually used a little bit of a glue dot just to hold it in place, because when you start to tie these, it can get a little tricky. So with your 40 inches of jute twine, I just kind of prepped a little bit of a knot there for you, just a simple knot. You're going to place that towards the top, just above the crossing of that nail, and you're going to tie it down as tight as you can. Then you're going to go underneath the one side of the nail on both sides, and then you're going to turn your nail over, and then you're going to do another knot, just a standard one. And then you're going to, again, make sure that that's nice and tight on the back side. If you need to readjust your nail, you can. And then again, you're going to go back from the bottom up. You're going to crisscross it over twice, like so. And then same thing on the other side, down, up, over, across. So it crisscrosses twice. So they should both end on the bottom. Flip it back over. And then you're going to do a double knot to hold it into place. The trick here again is trying to keep everything nice and tight. Like that. And there's your nailed cross. And then to finish it off, you just simply do an extra little knot at the top for it. And then if you have any excess, you can always just simply I recommend probably doing the loop knot. That way it doesn't release. And you can trim any of the excess if you need to. And that would be the version 1 of the cross necklace. Hello and welcome to Day 4 Wonder Junction craft. We have 2 crafts for today, 2 different versions. We're going to go through the first version first. It's the sunset silhouette. So for version 2, which is for pre-primaries, that would be your pattern there. And again, we're just going to kind of show you. So I would recommend using like a cardstock paper to make each one of your templates so it's easier for the kids to assemble. On there, I actually even put the different colors so that way they know which template is for which construction paper color to use. And then from there, you'll trace them, you'll cut that all out, and then it's a simple assembly from there. So you start with the black on the bottom, and then the next size up would be your yellow, and then the orange, then red, then you got the blue, and then purple. That makes your little landscape. So then you're going to rotate it around so the black is your bottom or the ground. And then you take your 2 strips of the cardstock to make your cross. And then you can also, as an option, put a little circle in the corner as the sun. And that is the version 2 of the sunset for younger kids, or something just a little bit more simplified. And as well, you'll place the verse at the bottom. So we're going to shift gears now back to version 1 of the sunset cross. So first you'll need is the clear plastic jar, 4 ounces, black lid and top. You'll also have the John 3:16 verse pattern. From there, the silhouette cross pattern, which we've actually printed off onto a clear label. It's easier just to apply to the front, but again, you can print it off however you need to, or they can even write it on with a Sharpie. From there, you'll need cotton balls, empty water bottles with lids, and then your acrylic paint, which is the yellow, orange, red, and of course you have to make the purple. And of course, definitely lots of paper towel, just in case. And from there, again, the tie-in for this, again, is just the death and resurrection of Christ. So you're going to make like a sunset in a bottle. First thing you do is you're going to use your cotton balls to just kind of like spread apart, unroll it. If they do, some of the cotton balls will unroll. Some of them you just have to kind of like spread and stretch across. But from there, you're just going to place it down inside of there. Nice and light. They don't have to compact it. So it's just, you want to do that a couple times all the way up. I will hand it over to the other Krista because she's better at this part of it.
So each color you're going to do is going to use 3 cotton balls. And you don't want to press it hard. You just want to get it in there. And you also, when you go ahead and put the water on, do not oversaturate, because then everything will collapse and you won't have that pretty sunset look. So what you're going to do for the first layer, you're going to use yellow. And you're going to use a pipette. And you're going to just start putting the yellow water around the cotton. Just concentrate on the outside. Don't worry about the inside. You're not going to see it. So you just go and just work around the edge until you get a layer of yellow. It takes a little time. It's will probably take their whole craft time. Mm-hmm. But you just start working, and you just tell the kids, do not worry about getting it in the center. Do not oversaturate. You just want to see it on the outside. And after you get the yellow layer done, you're going to repeat the steps with orange, then red, then purple. And then you will save a couple cotton balls just to kind of put in the lid and hold it in place. And when you're done, you have this sunset in a jar where you'll see each layer as they go up, as the clouds. And then when you're done, you're going to take the sticker, which is clear, and then you'll put it over on the jar so it looks like the crosses in the sunset in the background.
And that's our day 4 sunset in a bottle craft.